What is good? What is good, everybody? What is going on? What is good? What is good, everybody? What is going on? This is the Joey Digital. I am here enjoying my time out here in nature. You know, just want to wait a few more minutes and let the people come through. Beautiful day too, by the way. It was raining earlier in the day, and now I'm out here in nature, you know, feeling excellent. And I just want to thank everybody for watching the videos, checking out my live videos. And I was trying something different this week with my lives, and I appreciate everybody who got a chance to check out my meditations, my meditation lives. What's going on here? Yep. So, for those of you all who have checked in for my different lives that I've been putting out this week, I just want to let you know that I truly appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. And thank you for the inspiration that I have gotten with my newest videos. You know, I definitely had some videos that I created, especially one that I created last evening. It's been definitely getting some views, and I truly appreciate you all for checking that video out as well. Yeah, I'm just out here in nature, and I am feeling great. I'm just grounding and getting some good time in while I'm out here in nature. And I just wanted to go ahead and hop into the live and say what is up and see what is good with the collective, okay? Yeah. Feeling so good out here, man. Feeling really good. Just, it's not really sunny today, but regardless of whenever I'm out here in nature, I always love the vibe. I always love the feeling out here and how calm it is, you know. And you know, decided to go ahead and let the hair come down a little bit, you know, and really good things coming forward in this upcoming week. Really good things coming forward in this week, and I'm very happy to share with you all. I am going to be creating some new content for my, let me prop this camera up a little bit more. I'm going to be creating some more content as far as like my edited content. I have not been to the ocean really this week. Most likely I'll head out that way tomorrow and check it out just to see what's going on down there. It's been kind of raining off and on this weekend, so you know, I usually don't have a problem going down there when it rains, but you know, as you all can see, the sky's kind of a little melancholy, a little bit. You know, the sun is out, but also it is a little cloudy as well. So I'm definitely going to check and see what the forecast is going to be for this upcoming week, so that I could see how I plan my time out in nature. All right. And you all know, even if I'm not in nature, I'm going to definitely hop on the live and show up and show some love to y'all. You know, super happy to be with you all, man. You know, it's been such a great week. It's been such a great week. A lot of positivity, a lot of abundance. You know, I'm super excited about that. A lot on the weekend, but You know, I did shoot a video yesterday vibing out. And as y'all can see, I'm all, smiling and the vibes is good, and them and I, we just been vibing out and staying up late, watching a whole lot of, SpongeBob and just all kinds of stuff like that. So I just been vibing out with them and they are doing their thing. But yeah, I just want to let you all know that this particular week right here coming up is going to be one of breakthrough. It's going to be one of coming into oneself, and it's going to be one of positive abundance, okay? And if this is your message, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe, all right? And I want to encourage you before I get into this video to share this with 2 or 3 like-minded people, okay? When you get a chance to see this video, all right? Yeah, I'm sitting out here in nature, and I'm here to let you know that there are positive breakthroughs coming through in your life. When you see this message within the next 3 days, and how I know this is myself personally, I am getting a lot of downloads. I'm getting a lot of synchronicities that now that we're into the second half of the year, you are walking into alignment. You are walking into becoming aligned. It's not just a feeling of alignment. You are experiencing alignment. You are experiencing the synchronicity that happens when you no longer have to pray for things to be a certain way. You no longer have to work hard for things to be a certain way. You will be recognizing and realizing that things, opportunities, blessings are coming into your life, and you no longer have to work hard in order for things to be blessed, okay? The blessings that are coming in are arriving because you are the frequency of the things you are wishing to experience, you are hoping to experience. You are a magnet. You are a magnet for positive energy. You are a magnet for strong relationships. You are a magnet for rooms that you walk in and you no longer have to explain yourself or over explain your feelings or overshare with your emotions. You are walking into spaces where you are fully aligned with things that have everything to do with your purpose. And I'm here to say that I'm so happy that you have not given up. I'm so happy that you have not stopped going forward on this path of inner happiness and outer happiness, inner joy and external joy. And I couldn't think of any person, I couldn't think of any one person who deserves this more than yourself, And the things that are coming into alignment in your life are things that things that you have been shown in your mind's eye, which is your third eye, which really is your first eye. Okay, you're being shown a new way of coexisting. Okay, you're being shown a new way of being unapologetically, authentically you, and you are coming into alignment with this version of yourself. You are coming into alignment with happiness. You are coming into alignment with, for those of you all who are hearing this, you will be synchronizing with new financial opportunities, new skill sets that will unlock more financial abundance. And there will be so many people watching you as you come through into this new financial breakthrough, into this new unconditional love breakthrough, into this new way to unlock your wisdom. And this is going to be a moment where you tap in to so much, you tap into so much about yourself that you've never got a chance to know. You are literally meeting a version of yourself you never knew existed. And this version of yourself is going to bring so much unconditional happiness and joy. And the way that you are going to be able to meet yourself in these moments, in these new moments, will be able to understand and understand why you have gone through different things in your journey that brought you to where you are now. Like, you're going to understand why this journey was so hard in the beginning, okay? And for a lot of you, you will know that your journey was hard because for, not that you asked for a new version of yourself, but you aligned and you started living as a higher version of yourself. And because you have chosen not to ask to be this version, you have chosen to just be, okay? Whether it is emotionally, whether it is physically, whether it is mentally, whether it is spiritually, okay? You have made a choice that how you are showing up today in this moment is how you want to be received. And because you have done such, the universe, God, the source of creation, has chosen that it wants to create a reality for you so that you may be able to operate as this highest version of yourself. It wants to designate you with becoming and always becoming the co-creator of your reality. And it wants to architect a specific way of you coming into this alignment so that you can see that prayers do work, blessings do work, manifestation does work, and there is no better time than in the present moment. This present moment is your moment to shine. This is your moment to breathe in the good air and give thanks for so many different blessings, more blessings than you can even count. right? And this is a moment that only you knew you could make it to. Only you knew that you had the strength for the endurance to overcome and the willpower to persevere, all right? And I know in a lot of my videos, I always ask, or I always let everyone know to like and subscribe to the videos, to the channel. But I'm not gonna do that, you know? I am fully aware that this video is going to reach you where you are, and in time, it will be the right time. When you see this video, this message is timeless, and this will reach you in the moment you're meant to be reached at, and it will give you clarity, and it will give you affirmations that you deserve to be exactly where you are. You deserve the happiness exactly as you are. You deserve the abundance exactly for who you are. You deserve the prosperity for exactly where you are. Okay? You have already laid the groundwork. You have already laid the groundwork. You have already done the shadow work. You have already done the inner shadow work. You have already faced the dark aspects of yourself and shine light to them. Realized that you are shining a light into a space full of blessings and untapped potential. There are versions of yourself in this moment that you are realizing that you never knew existed until this moment. And for the first time in your life, you are excited about what is to come. You are happy about what shall be. You are asking for more. You are asking for more from yourself, from life, because you are happy about what life is showing you finally. You are showing yourself that you are worthy of this kind of life that you have created for yourself. And you are exactly where you need to be. You are not too early, and you are not too late. And I want to share with you that you will never be too late. And you will always be on time for who you see yourself as, okay? Which is successful, which is abundant, which is triumphant, which is blessed, okay? You see yourself how you see yourself in the mirror. You see yourself as the way you see yourself. And when you look at yourself, you are mirroring yourself, and you see exactly what you've always expected to see, which is fearlessness, happiness, strength, strength. And for the first time in a long time, you see yourself strong. For the first time in a long time, you see yourself calm. You know, as I sit here in nature, I sit here and I thank God and I thank the universe for every path on this journey that I chose to take and that I chose not to take. And I realize and recognize that I was tested because I knew I would win, not because they knew I would fail. I was tested because I knew I would win, not because they knew I would fail. And you, the collective, are here because you have come to the same realization as well, and you recognize that the test came because the lesson is at the end. And the lesson is at the end because you wanted the lesson so that you could know how to obtain the wisdom needed to go into uncharted territory and create a new reality. All right. This world is changing, okay? This world is changing all of the time. And one thing that we know about God and the universe is that the only thing that is constant is change. The only thing that is forever is blessings. The only thing that is ongoing is abundance. And we knew that if we were strong enough, if we stay strong enough, if we continue to be focused, that we would see this reality. And now that we're here, we are giving thanks. And how we give thanks is we take the time to continue to work hard. We take the time to continue to fight the good fight. We take the time to continue on and not be weary because we always believed in ourselves all along. Even in times where we weren't sure what the outcome would be, we realized that we couldn't be shown everything all at once until we were ready. Until we were ready to see what it is we are looking for. Until we were ready to see what it is that we are looking forward to. And for a select few of us, we have been shown everything in the very beginning because we were ready. We knew no matter what was shown to us, we would be ready. And these are confirmations. This is an opportunity, if you haven't done so, to hit the like button. This is an opportunity, if you haven't done so, to subscribe. All right? This is your time to walk in your truth. This is your time to live as your highest version. This is your time. You know, I'm here in nature. I'm feeling good. You know, I'm feeling good because I know that this video is going to touch someone. I know that this video is going to inspire someone. I know that this video is going to motivate all people who see this video. All right. And it is such an amazing time. You know? Look at this. It's starting to get dark soon. I'm not sure how long this live will be. But what I am sure about is that when you see this, you will be instantly inspired, motivated. I am feeling excellent, great, you know, and I just want to say that before I get into the next part of this video, I want to give a special thanks to all of the current and new subscribers. I want to give a special thanks to all the current and the new subscribers who have been sharing my videos, who have been commenting underneath my videos, who have been watching the content. And I just want to let you know that I have a heart full of gratitude and appreciation. And I'm very inspired to continue to bring you quality content to uplift you in a time where for some there may be lots of uncertainty, and for others there is lots of clarity. I am very excited about this next part of the journey. I'm very happy about this next path that has already opened up. Really, we're on this path and it has opened up already since the beginning of the year. Since the beginning of the year, which is the year of the fire horse, okay? There has been so many moons, the blue moon, what's the other one that I wanted to say? We are in Mercury retrograde, probably until, I forget when. Let me know in the comment section. But we're in a Mercury retrograde. There's so many different moons. There's so many different retrogrades that are happening. There's so many different moments where doors are closing that are no longer serving us. And I'm so happy. You know, there's so many different things that have already said no before I even got to it, that I'm so grateful for. Like, I thank God, I thank the universe so much for things, doors that are closed, for things that are choosing not to work for me, because that's one less trial or tribulation that I have to go through. That's one less circumstance that I have to wonder about. There is no wonder when you have clarity. There is no seeking knowledge when you have wisdom. You know, when you have the knowledge, when you have the wisdom. And I'm very happy also for doors that have always said yes and have always stayed open for me. And I'm very grateful. I have a lot of gratitude. I have a lot of appreciation I have a lot of joy for people, places, and things that bring joy. And I understand, understand, and overstand that when I focus on joy, I will receive more joy. When I focus on happiness, I will receive more happiness. And for the doors that said no, I have this to say. When I focus on boundaries, I get more boundaries, you know. I never was a person who enjoyed boundaries. I always enjoyed being able to say yes before. And for the first time in my life, I am happy about saying no to things that are no longer serving me. I'm happy about saying no to things that are coming in to my life to cause confusion or to cause lack or to cause a low vibrational mindset. I love saying no to stuff like that now. I used to find the good side of all things that were showing me the letters NO. I used to always look for the bright side of something that was not going to serve me. And I always was one that used to keywords, work with whatever I was given, until I learned that you have to be okay with what is given in order to have to work with it. And if you do not allow yourself for things that you are excited about doing, you are excited about working on, some of these things are things that you are manifesting, you are purposeful as far as bringing into your life. You are purposely bringing positive things in your life because you learned that alchemy is only designed for things that is only designed for things that are coming into your life that are not serving you, that you have to change your energy into something positive that will serve you. And it's nothing wrong with becoming an alchemist. There's nothing wrong with alchemizing, but I'm here to show you, I'm here to express to you that when you have boundaries and you are choosing not to work with things, you are choosing not to work with things that are no longer serving you, you no longer have to alchemize something negative and make it positive. You create peace when you are not overworked. You create peace when you are not changing something that is negative into something positive. That is what an alchemist is. And when you are not when you are not doing things that are no longer serving you, you actually have energy and you have time for things that are serving you. You have a lot of energy for a lot of positive things that are coming into your life to show you that they appreciate you, that love you. It can be people as well. It can be places, okay? I have visited a place. I visited a place that I hadn't visited in a long time, maybe 3 days ago. And the energy was so positive. The people were so happy. The hugs. people telling me that they love me and they're happy to see me. They want to see me. They want to see more of me. Um, you know, they actually cheered and was so happy to hear my voice. And you know, people that that have prayed for you, people that have prayed for me that I didn't even know were praying for me, that were praying to know, praying that I was okay, praying that I was doing good. And it's such a blessing to know that there are people there are people that maybe you have maybe lost contact with. You have maybe not have seen them in a long time, that are praying every day for you to win. They're praying every day for you to be prosperous, for you to grow, for you to do as much evolving as you need to do. And they're happy, even though you don't hear their cheers, even though you don't see their celebration. They're cheering for you and they're celebrating you. And I'm here to tell you that just because you don't see people all the time cheer for you and be happy for you, it does not mean that they are not cheering for you and they are not happy for you, because they are. I'm a living testimony. Look at me. I look happy. I'm happy. Yeah, I got hair down and stuff like that, which I haven't done in a while. I probably need to start making more videos like that. I definitely used to let the hair down a lot in my beginner videos. And it's just personal preference. There was nothing that made me change. I'm just living my life, And so I'm just here to share with you that this season of your life that you are coming into, you are going to have so many people happy that you have not given up. There's going to be so many people. I mean, you are going to be surprised until you're not surprised. There's going to be a moment that comes too very soon where you're going to be like, yeah, I know. You're going to say to yourself, I know they cheering for me. I'm the best at this. You're going to start talking life into yourself. You're going to start speaking life into your life. And you're going to start embodying the version of yourself that you always seen yourself as. And for some of you, you've never seen yourself this confident before. You've never seen yourself this poised. But I'm here to let you know that it is here in this season of your life. It is coming. And for many of you, it has already arrived. And like I said earlier, there's so many doors that have closed. I'm so grateful. Like, there's so many doors that have just slammed shut right on me, slammed shut right in my face. And the very first thing I did, these were confirmations. The very first thing I did was thank God. The very first thing I did was thank the universe. The very first thing I did was thank the source of creation. I cheered because who am I to ask? Who am I to ask for something, right? I shouldn't have to ask. I should just be in alignment. You see my videos. If I'm in a room where I'm asking, you already know. You're just gonna bring in more energy of circumstances and situations where you're gonna have to ask for more things and ask for more things. And you realize quick that if you're asking for something, you're putting out into the universe that you already don't have it. But when you are in alignment and you are operating your spiritual self, your physical self, your emotional self, when you are operating as the one that has already had that already has everything that you ever need, that is a magnet for everything that you already desire, you are bringing in more situations of things coming into your life that are magnetic, that are everything that you already are. All right. And I got a chance to experience that, especially this particular month right here, this month right here. And when I say ask for things, a lot of times you don't ask for things, but your actions suggest that you are. And I learned that when you walk into certain rooms, you never have to ask. People just meet you where you are, and they love you how you are, and they appreciate you for who you are, and they accept you as you are, you know, and you don't have to change, you know. And I learned that they don't they don't feel like you're better than them, and they don't feel like they're better than you. It's just alignment, and you feel like it's family. You feel like it's people that know you, that you don't have to explain yourself to them. You don't have to explain your story. You don't have to explain your story. I've made videos on that as well. I got my eyes closed right now because I've made plenty of videos about not having to explain yourself to people, and people understand, and they give you grace, and they give you peace, and they love you for who you are, exactly as you are. You show up as you are, you know, and they don't ask you any questions, and they're just happy to see that it's you that is the one that is continuing on, that is continuing to do great, that is continuing to be great, that is continuing to exude greatness. And just you being in that room helps people feel great, and it doesn't have to take away from you because of reciprocity. Reciprocity is, the meaning for reciprocity is as people pour into you, you pour into them. As you pour into people, they pour into you. You know, you don't have to be depleted in order to listen to a promise of something that is on its way, and you don't know what day or what time or what year it's on its way. You are walking into rooms where people feel like a champion because you walk into a room like a champion. You walk into a room as if you already are the champion, and you already know you've paid all the dues. You've paid the cost to be the boss. You've paid all the, there's no dues to be paid. You've already went through all the trials. You've already went through all the tribulations. You've already sacrificed to gain. You've already stayed down till you came up. And the people that you are in contact with now already know. And you don't have to explain your whole life. All you have to do is show up, and they already feel like you. You know, they feel like how you feel. They feel like the champion. They feel like they're the greatest of all time. They feel like they've achieved greatness. They feel like they are abundant now because they see the look in your eye. This is why I always create videos where you all can see my eyes, because the eyes are the window to the soul, all right? The eyes are the window to the soul, and I expect for you to see my soul. I expect it every video. I expect for you to look at me and see who I am and see what I am, because I am proud of who I am. I am not ashamed of who I am. I am not ashamed of what I've become. You know, and I have nothing to hide, and I have nothing that is going to happen that I am ashamed of or anything like that. I am at peace with what I am and who I am, and I feel good about where I am in my life, and I have nothing wrong with encouraging you to be great, and I feel good about that. And you know, this is one of those timeless messages. This is one of those timeless messages where I am transparent. I am not making this about me. I am inspiring you to start where you are at and be great with what it is you seek to accomplish. And this video is, this live video is one where I am very happy. I'm very happy that I am able to mentally be in a space, spiritually be in a space, physically be in a space where I can share with you ways to be great, to be abundant, to be inspired. And I'm very honored, you know, I'm very honored to make videos, to share content where everyone in this community is connecting through the videos, through the content that I create. I have been creating a lot of different content lately, but I don't create all the content. I just create, I have my 4 or 5 things that I make, and that is inspirational content, 1, motivational, 2, metaphysical, 3, spirituality, 4, and last is art, because, you know, you all have motivated me to create, inspire, and aspire to always show up, you know, like this video right here that I'm making. I just had to come and make it, you know. I had to come downstairs and get out here in nature. I've been sitting in the grass almost an hour now, and it's all good, you know. I always encourage y'all to touch grass if you can, you know, weather permitted, because I know sometimes it is raining where you all are at. For some of you, it may be cold where you all are at. Even though these are the summer months, it may still be cold or chilly at night. I fully understand that some of you all are very busy, okay? You may not have the luxury to maybe sit for an hour in nature and, you know, and ground yourself. And thus this is why I create these videos in nature, so that you may get a chance to at least see nature while you are busy doing the things that you are doing, you know. And I feel really good, you know. I feel really amazing about the ocean experience, okay? I feel really amazing about creating this channel for you, because I'm able to show up with 5 different baselines, 5 different bottom lines. As I said earlier, inspiration, motivation, metaphysics, spirituality, and art. You know, I've shown y'all 5 different assets. I've shown y'all 5 different aspects of who I am or who I've become. And you all show up for me. You celebrate with me. You encourage me to keep going. And I feel honored that I'm able to even do this, you know, because this is something that I always wanted to do. Like, I've always wanted to speak and speak to a lot of people. When I was a kid, I used to watch my mom do that a lot. And you know, she when I was younger, she was a preschool teacher, and you know, she used to speak to a whole room full of people during graduations. And one day I asked my mom when I was a kid, I said, "Mom, aren't you scared to talk to all those people?" And she said, "Yeah." She told me, she said, "Yeah, I'm scared. You know, I have stage fright." And, you know, I'll share something a little, you know, personal. It's not, you know, she doesn't mind if I share this, but um, she used to have stage fright so much till she used to stutter as a kid, she told me, right? And anytime she had to speak to somebody, she would stutter. And she worked on herself. She asked to go to speech classes, speech therapy, and she didn't even know that as a preschool teacher, she would be talking to a room full of 40 people, 50 people, 60 people, children, kids, adults, grandparents, great grands, you know, and felt like she felt like she deserved to be there to speak to those people because she put the work in. And as a kid, I always admired that about my mother. And I told her that, you know, I would always tell her, you know, that I admired that she was able to talk to, what did I say earlier? 40 people, 50 people, 60 people, um, a room full of people taking pictures, people, you know, maybe videotaping her. And she wasn't afraid to put herself out there because of all of the years that she used to be afraid when she was a kid. I gather, you know, of course I can't tell her story for her, um, but I can only share what she shared with me. My guess is that because she was always so afraid to talk to people as a kid, she faced her fears and she was able to be triumphant and as an adult. And she had, you know, when she was teaching, she had a very successful teaching career. And she didn't, you know, she actually retired from being a teacher, and she didn't have to retire. You know, it was just like a sports player, you know, like, you know, anybody who's ever watched sports players, like, you love this, you love doing this until one day you wake up and you're done, you know. And when she was done, everyone understood, but she did it well over the time that she needed to do it. And she had fun and she enjoyed it. And, you know, telling a little bit extra about my mom, but she also had a night job. She had a job at night where she did telecommunications. And both of her jobs, she talked to people all around the world. You know, she would be talking to people because she worked for a newspaper company. And she talked to people all over the world, or people that traveled all over the world, rather, that lived in, you know, the area where we used to live at in New Jersey. And, you know, they would be calling from Florida. They'd be calling New Jersey from Florida. Hey, cancel my newspaper for 6 weeks. I'm on vacation, you know, or I want to activate my newspaper. I'm moving to New Jersey, you know, or I need a newspaper for my business or my corporation, or I need, you know what I mean? Like, she was talking to people day, all day long. And then on the weekends, she even worked doing the newspaper on the weekend from, what was it, from 10 to 2 or something like that. I'm gonna remember because I'm a kid. We be having off on the, when I was a kid, we be off on the weekends. And I knew she would be at work because I was waking up early watching cartoons. My Saturday morning cartoons that have my bowl of cereal going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling my age a little bit. But for those of y'all who remember those times, those were the good times. And that, you know, she faced her fears to the max. You know, somebody who was so scared of talking to people, she would stutter, to going from that to standing in front of almost hundreds of people, rather, and not stuttering and not skipping a word and not saying because you know I say you know, when I'm talking a lot, I'm trying to get that out of my vocabulary, where I stop saying and I stop saying well, and I stop saying, you know, a lot of these bridge words. You know, I'm actually learning to sit with my thoughts and be more articulate. So, you know, that's something that I'm gonna be working on as well. But she inspired me, and she, you know, I told her that. I told her that she inspired me. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, all my videos, she sees them. You know what I'm saying? All my videos, you know, especially like in the beginning when I was first starting off, and I was like a little, not that I was ashamed, but I was a little scared, because I was like, y'all know my story about YouTube. I used to be nervous about how people looked at me, or how, what people said, or, you know, I didn't know how I was showing up on YouTube. And she was watching all my videos. She would watch every single video and let them all run. She would watch them all the way to the end, all the way to the credits. And sometimes I used to sell my books, you know, my 21 powerful self-healing affirmations. Y'all know, you know, shout out to all the people who have gotten my 21 powerful self-healing affirmations. That's an affirmation book, you know. You know, and even all my books, you know, she was always, you know, buying my books. And, you know, when I would first started my book journey, she would be like the first person buying my books and stuff. And, you know, she always, so I, you know, I always give her a shout out, you know, and, you know, and all of that good stuff. But, you know, I'm just saying all of that to say this, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate you all, because y'all know how hard it is to talk to hundreds and hundreds of people. You know, I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, but, you know, I'm pretty sure I've reached thousands of people, because not everybody that has subscribed, I mean, you know, there's more people that have watched my videos than have subscribed, you know, rather, I'll say it like that. There's so many people that have watched my videos, and they you know, even if they haven't subscribed, they watch them. So I know for a fact I've reached thousands and thousands of people with my content. And, you know, the only thing that I hold myself accountable to is staying authentic and staying true to who I am, and getting you all the facts and getting you all the truth. And, you know, I'm just very excited to be here, you know. And I just want to say real quick, you know, I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. I want to go ahead and encourage you all, if you want to, you know, support the channel, subscribe to the Ocean Experience. If you want to like this video, just know that liking this video, if you want to show love and support to the video, you like it. And just know that whatever you all do, whether you subscribe or you like the video, everything you do is supporting the growth and the evolution of this channel, the Ocean Experience. All right. And also too, if you want to support any of my services, go ahead to the link in my bio. Go ahead to my description. That's a confirmation. Go to my description if you want to support my content. All of my services are there. All of my Amazon books are there. If you want to support any of my books, any of my journals, any of my, you know, content like that, notebooks, illustrations, all that good stuff. If you want to support the Ocean Experience, just know the link in my bio got all the many ways that you can support. But just know that just liking and subscribing is enough. All right. Listen, I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. I will see you all in the very next video. Peace and love. Namaste.